What's up, loves? Welcome back once again to another Grand Theft Auto Online PvP video. My name is Darkside. It's been a minute since I put any Grand Theft Auto Online PvP videos up. This is another Darkside Presents. If you guys aren't familiar with this series, basically it's some of the more notable kills that I've gotten over the last few days to a week or so in Grand Theft Auto Online. So starting out with this one, with the Virtue throwing the 5 sticky bombs on here, this guy in the Toreador thought he was going to try and sneak up behind me, and it backfired on him very badly. So as you see, I did the tactic where I threw the 5 sticky bombs on there. And of course, you can't lock onto the Virtue because it has a missile lock-on jammer. So, yeah, it backfired on him decent. Moving on to this next one is a really decent scramjet kill. I'm not sure if I put this in my scramjet video, but here it goes. That one was honestly a little bit tricky because he was kind of almost underneath the building. This one was pretty decent as well. I got him going sideways. Pretty sweet. So moving on to this next one, I had these 2 players trying to jump me. One of them was in a Kanjali, which I destroyed, and then I had a little Oppressor Mark II battle up in the air with this other guy, and I took him out as well. This next one, there were 3 guys that were in the same CEO or motorcycle club, and they were driving around, running everybody over, throwing sticky bombs. Someone was on the insurgent gun, and they were just killing everybody. So I came over here, took him out with the marksman, and then I spammed a rocket at the last guy and took him out. Stupid enough to be standing right next to the vehicle. That's the worst thing you could do, because it's just going to explode, or the explosion is going to be big enough that you're going to be able to take them out. So moving on to this one, I accidentally killed this guy, and I apologized to him. I'm like, I'm sorry, bro. I didn't mean to lock onto you and blow you up. And he tried gunning for me. And I told him, you're going to see here, you're going to see, I threw the 5 sticky bombs on my Mark II. He wound up getting into the Toreador. I said, dude, I said, leave me alone. I said, it was an accident. I said, this is not a good idea. And he kept trying to come for me anyway. You're going to see here, I actually messaged him. I'm like, don't do it. And it ended badly for him once again. You guys have seen me do this tactic plenty of times. Chuck the sticky bombs on the Oppressor Mark II, pop the chaff, and it leaves them pretty much helpless in the Toreador. So moving on to this next one. If you guys are new to Grand Theft Auto Online, for those of you that are new to the game, if you're in a parking garage, up above somebody on a bridge, in any type of scenario like that, just be careful, because someone can take the homing launcher rocket and spam one of the rockets at you from underneath and get the kill on you from underneath the bridge, especially if you're on foot, just like I did with this guy. I was kind of scanning up the road. I wasn't sure if he was up above or down below, and he wound up being up above me. It's that easy, especially if someone's dropping BST. It's going to intensify the effect of the homing launcher. So moving on to this next one, to the next clip. I think this is the last one. So I was kind of battling this player over by the ammunition, and I started spamming some grenades at him. I told you guys, the grenade launcher is probably one of the deadliest weapons in the game. Grenades over buildings, down alleyways, in between buildings, and it could really, really mess somebody up. That's not what I wanted to show you guys. What I wanted to show you was for newer players that you probably don't know you can do this. If you point your MG, an AR, or even a pistol, you can chuck a throwable while you're aiming your weapon, or even while you're shooting, like I do with this guy. All you have to do is hit left on the D-pad. Just make sure you have a grenade or a sticky bomb at the ready in your weapon wheel, and you'll be able to do this. Check this out. It's that easy. You just take them out. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. I'll talk to you guys a little bit later tonight. I'll be streaming, and I will see you guys then. Peace.